Welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel. Last time we talked about strings, rules of strings and all that. So today we are going to talk about string indexing and slicing. In this course, in this lecture, we are going to at the end of this class, we are going to know how to use string indexing and slicing. Please, if you are first time, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you and drop comments in the comment box. Welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel. Uh, If you have not subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In our last class, we talked about strings. So if you didn't watch our past video, just go back to the last video we make. We talk about strings, the rules of strings, how to use strings in Python. So today we are going to talk about string indexing and slicing. So this is what I'll do. Let me give my string. I call my string. So indexing start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's get the first letter, letter H in a hello world. Like I said earlier, indexing start from 0. Like let me count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even the space in Python I also counted 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you want to calculate. So if I want to get the first letter H is index 0. So I type my string, I call the variable my string indexing, you use the open slash bracket, then I put 0. As you can see, it gives me H because H is standing for index 0. So let us assume we want to pick letter R from the hello world. Since indexing is calculated from 0, 1, 2, 3, so let us count H 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the spaces 6, 7, 8, which means R stand under index 8. So we call the string the same thing we did here, my string my string, then 8. As you can see, it gives us R because 8 R stands for index 8. So let us assume we want to pick letter R from the hello world. Since indexing is calculated from 0, 1, 2, 3, so let us count H 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the spaces 6, 7, 8, which means R stand under index 8. So we call the string the same thing we did here, my string my string, then 8. As you can see, it gives us R because 8 R stands for index 8. We can still get R using negative indexing. Negative indexing is calculated from the end, which is minus. Let's say we want to still get R through using negative indexing. Start here, -1, -2, -3. My string it gives us the R. Let us still get let's get W here using the negative indexing. Since it's calculated from behind, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. See, it gives us W. Let's continue from slicing. Like I said, slicing is more complicated in Python. So let's try my string, let's give a value of a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, i, j, k. Now, like I said earlier, index start from 0. So let's say we want to pick number c, letter c. My string, that is 0, 1, 2, 2. See, it gives us letter c. So in the case we want to pick from c to the n, in Python we use semicolon. You do it like this. That means this is 0, 1, 2. You want to pick the letter, you want to pick the string from c to the n. It picks c, d, e, f. So let's say we want to grab everything. We will say my string. If we want to grab everything, we say my string. Let's say we want to grab from the beginning a, b, c. We want to grab a, b, c. We are going to say this is 0, 1, 2, 3. It means grab everything but not the 3. So we put colon. If we want to grab anything, then we put 3. You'll see it grabs a, b, c. This would always get other students, it gets them so confusing, like using the index slicing. Let me say my string, I want to take take from a, b, c, d. So this is, I'll give it colon, this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll put 4. You know why I put 4? 4 is like telling the code is a take from 0, 1, 2, 3, but do not include the 4. That was it mean too. If I output, it give me a, b, c, d. So let's say we want to grab from the middle d, f. Let me call my variable. Let's say we want to grab from d, e, f. This is what we are going to do. We will say my string. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. Grab from 3, you put colon. We will come to G because we only want to grab the D, F. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we put 6. It's like grab from here to here but don't include the G. So it gives us, it outputs the. So let's say we want to grab from B, C, D. Let's say we want to grab from B, C, D. We are going to do, we call the variable my string colon, you start 0, 1. So 1, pick from 1 to 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, pick from the rest but do not include 4. You put 4 and it outputs B, C, D. So by your own, you want to learn Python quickly, you can try to grab subsection of the string like from here to here by your own self. So that is a quick way of learning Python. So let's go further. Let's say we want to grab from the beginning. Let's say my string, let's say you want to grab from A, B, C, D to K. We will say my string, then put colon. Colon means grab everything. See, it grabs all. You put 2 double colon. It grabs everything from A to K. So let's say we want to print the strings it should be jumping into. We will say my string, colon the string. Let's say we want it to be jumping like from A to C, from C to E, from E to G. You say my string. You want to be jumping from, this means it's going to jump from step size of 2, like from A to C, from C to E, from E to G. So let's see how the output goes. You see From A it jumps to C, from C it jumps to E, from E it jumps to G, from G it jumps to, like that. So let's say we want to make it to jump from step size of 3. As you can see, it jumps from A jump to D, from D jump to G, from G jump to J. In this course, let's try another method. Let's say um my string step size colon -1. What this does, it says pick everything from the backward, like from K, J, I, G, from the backward, from the back. So let's see what the outcomes. As you can see, it starts from K, J, I, G, H, F. So that is it. Oh yeah, here we will end here today. See, well, in the next one, we are going to talk about string properties and methods. So next we are going to talk about string properties and methods. So let's go into our Jupyter notebook. So here we talk about string properties and methods. So first thing we're going to talk about is the immutability of strings. So what is immutability? Immutability means immutate, like you cannot change, is unchangeable. So this is what we are first going to talk about. So let's put this on theory. As you can see, strings are immutable, you can't change it. So let me say I give a variable name, I give a value Kingsley. Let's make an attempt to try to change this value to another name. Let me say Sam. Something like, you think you do something like name index 0 Sam. You see, it can't change. String object does not support item assignment. You cannot change that. This is one thing you need to note about strings. Strings are unchangeable. So it gives us error. So I'm going to comment this out. I'll include a hashtag. So if I run this, it doesn't give anything. Hashtag is like comments in Python. Python doesn't read comments. So a comment is for the readability of users to read your code. So let's say we want to change this name to Sam. So we want to change it to Sam. Now look, say we want to change the name to Sam. So let's say we want to grab that. Let's change this to Sam. Since Python is immutable, what we are going to do is, first thing we are going to do is we will grab AM. So using the indexing notation that we learned earlier, we call name 1. It means grab 0, 1, grab from A to the last. It gives us AM. So we reassign this result to a variable. So let's see if we reassign it to last name, last underscore name. Whenever I call last name, it gives me the result of this. So let's say I wanted to change it to P. I wanted to change the name from Sam to P. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reconnect P. So let's say P, using the plus sign, plus, I use the variable of the result, which comes out AM, last name. it gives me pound. So in this case, this is called string reincarnation. So let's explore other example. Let me say x is equal to hello world. Then x plus it is beautiful outside. It gives us hello world, it is beautiful outside. So I'll just give spaces here, so we'll give space. You can see hello world, it is beautiful outside. So that is it. So in this, I can do this multiple times, like reassigning. So let's say x is equal to, then I call out x, hello world, it is beautiful outside. Okay, so if I run this here in the multiple, if I run this multiple times, you'll see the words will begin to multiply by itself. So let's say, you see it multiplies twice. So that is it. If I keep running it, it will begin to multiply. If I keep running it, so if you continue running it, it begin to multiply. So that is it. So that is it. In Python we call it string reincarnation. So you are in the course, you study more about this. So you can also do multiplications with string to reincarnate it. So let's do it like this. Class 1 is equal to, let me give a to it. So I'll do class 1 times 10. It gives me a into 10. So in Python string, if you want to multiply a string with a number, you are going to get errors. Let me show you something like that. Let's say 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That's good. So let me do 2 plus 3. It's not gonna add it together, just bringing 2 with 3. It gives me 23. So let's get on to discuss inbuilt string methods. In Python, objects in Python have inbuilt methods. So let's get to discuss about that. So later on in the course, we are going to create our own functions and methods. But for now, let us proceed. Let me give a variable x is equal to, I give a value hello together. I just bringing 2 with 3. It gives me 23. So let's get on to discuss inbuilt string methods. In Python, objects in Python have inbuilt methods. So let's get to discuss about that. So later on in the course, we are going to create our own functions and methods. But for now, let us proceed. Let me give a variable x is equal to, I give a value hello world. Okay. X dot. If you click x dot, if I click tab in Jupyter Notebook, you see all the functions that is coming. Center, capitalize, and switch. You see all these. So these are the lists that pops out. These lists are all the attributes that is available with this string method. So Before you do that, you need to define x. If you don't do that, let's say something like this. If you don't do that, it won't show up. So you need to first of all define x, assign a value to it, to the variable. So if you want to uppercase everything in the string, if you want to uppercase everything in the string, you just do x dot uppercase open parenthesis close. See, it gives everything in the string in capital letters. So take note, this will not affect the original variable. This will not affect, you can see it's still in small letters. So let's say you do something like this without the open parenthesis and the closing parenthesis. Let's say you do something like this, x dot upper. You have something like this. It's like, because you have not added the opening and closing parentheses, so you have something like this. So if you see something like this in your code, it means you have not yet executed the function. So you have something like this, and gives it. So there is also lower attributes. So let's see, x dot lower, same thing, open close. Then you see it gives all the letters in small letters. So there is other attribute in the string. Let's say x dot split. This attribute allows you to automatically create a list from the string with the white spaces. Let's say see, it creates a list. For now, later in the course we are going to talk about lists, but for now just have it in mind that whenever I use x dot split, it will create a list and a white space, or you pass an argument inside the parentheses. Let me get you to understand more. Let's say I say x is equal to this is a string, then x dot split. Oh, you see, it creates a list automatically, then it separates it with white spaces. As you can see, there is white spaces separated. So on the default, split will split only on the white spaces. As you can see, white spaces, but you can add an argument inside the parentheses. So let me say, let's add I. You will see when we run this code, this list, this string will split with I. That is, it will remove all the i's in the code. Oh, sorry about that. Let's say this I. You see, it removes all the i's in the code. So we are talking about string formatting for print. Often you will want to inject a variable into your string for printing. For example, my name is equal to Joe's, print hello plus my name. There are multiple ways to format strings for printing variables in them. It is known as string interpolation. So in this course, we are going to deal about this in the further course. We are going to work on this. Let's go into our Jupyter notebook. So let's explore two methods for this: the dot format method and the f-strings, formatted string literals. So let's go into our Jupyter notebook and do example about these steps. So firstly, we will start with the dot format method. A good way to format. So right here, let's start with some of the examples. Right now, we are going to start with the basic examples of the dot format method. So let's say print this is a open bracelets. You put open bracelets, then dot format open parentheses, then you include what you want to insert, string. So this is means it means dot format insert something into the open braces. So let's run this. As you can see, put this is a string, it insert it to the open braces. So let's run to another example. Let's say we want to insert multiple strings. We are going to say, let's say print the open braces dot format open fox cat mouse. Let's run this. I'm sorry, we run this. Is it the fox cat mouse? It inserts accordingly how it is written here. The fox goes to the first, the cat goes to the second, and the mouse goes to the third. So two methods for this: the dot format method and the f strings formatted string literals. So let's go into our Jupyter notebook and do example about these steps. So firstly, we will start with the dot format method. A good way to form. So right here, let's start with some of the examples. Right now, we are going to start with the basic examples of the dot format method. So let's say print this is a open bracelets. You put open bracelets, then dot format open parentheses, then you include what you want to insert, string. So this is means dot format insert something into the open braces. So let's run this. As you can see, put this is a string, it insert it to the open braces. So let's run to another example. Let's say we want to insert multiple strings. We are going to say, let's say print the open braces dot format open fox cat mouse. Let's run this. I'm sorry, we run this. Is it the fox cat mouse? It inserts accordingly how it is written here. The fox goes to the first, the cat goes to the second, and the mouse goes to the third. So let's try it another way. Let me say I said print the open bracelets dot format f is equal to fox b is equal to mouse, c is equal to cats. So I'm going to use this to insert it here. So let me say I start from here. C B then F. Let's run this code and see the outcome. You see the cat marks fox. You can use it to identify how you want to insert your strings in the coily bracelets. So if I want to make it to insert fox, I see it here F. I change this to F. I change this to F. The fox. So if I want to change it to mouse trout, I'll just change it to B. and B, as you can see. So before we finish up the dot format method, I will also talk about float formatting or with the dot format method. This allows you to manage your width and precision in the dot format method. So let's do an example. So let's say, for example, we create a variable results is equal to 100 divided by 777. As you might see, print out the results. You see, it gives us a floating point number, a number with a decimal point. So in this, what we can actually do is we can control the flows of the precision and even change the width of the numbers itself. So what we are going to say is print the results. The result was open curly braces dot format results. We run this. What we are going to see, the result was 0.00. So what we are going to do is we say r is equal to results, then we insert the value here, r. If we run this, you are going to get the same output. So how the floating formatting works is you pass a value which is the r with a colon, then the width dot with the precision and an f at the end. So you are going to say, let's say r, which is the value with the semicolon here, then the width 1 dot, and you're going to insert the precision here. So let's say the precision I want is, I just want 129 because 8 cannot be rounded off. So 129, that's 3. I put the precision 3, then the formatting flows value, this is my value r, width, this is 1, then dot precision, the precision is 3. I'll now include f at the end, f. Then I run this. You see, the result was 0.29. So let me use another sample. Let me say name is equal to Kingsley. Then I said print hello, my name is open curly braces dot format name. Let's see, hello, my name is Kingsley. Thank you for watching. Please click the subscribe button, click the like button, and let me see your comments under the video. I'll reply.